Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today's video is going to be a haul slash first impressions, and I'm very excited because I have 5 incredible fragrances to share with you, as well as one that I'm not so crazy about. If you enjoy fragrances as much as me and you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any future content. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first one I'm going to start off with, you guys, is the newest one, which just arrived this morning actually, and this is Kenzo World Power. I was so excited to get this, you guys, and I really like it, so I'm very excited to share it with you. So this came from the Bay. This was a gift set, so I'll show you what the inside looks like. Okay, so this is what the inside of the gift set looks like. I'll maybe just set this down for reference. So it came with a 50 ml eau de parfum. How pretty is this, you guys? Oh, I just love it. It's so pretty. I love yellow. Yellow is one of my favorite colors. It's just so bright and happy and bubbly. And it also came with a lotion, which I can tell you right now I'm going to use. So this is the perfume itself. It's a little bit tough to get out of here. Okay, you guys, so this is kind of a quirky looking bottle. I've actually never been drawn to any of the Kenzo World bottles. I don't know why, they just kind of weirded me out. There's supposed to be an eye, am I correct? I don't know. Anyways, this one, you guys, is absolutely gorgeous. This is a 3-note perfume. This has salt, tonka bean, and cypress in it. This is incredible. I can't speak to the longevity because I just received it today, but this is a salty, sweet, almost a chypre type of perfume. It smells almost a little bit masculine. It reminds me of a beach. The first thing I think of when I smell it, it takes me right to a beach. It smells like a cypressy, sweet tonka bean beach, if that makes any sense. It's like they took the ocean and then they mixed it up with a whole bunch of tonka bean and they put it in a forest. And that's what it smells like to me. It's incredible. It's really nice. The cypress in there gives it a little bit of a masculine note. Like when I first smelled this, the first thing I thought was that it smells like a cologne. Like it smelled like a cologne initially, but not overly masculine. But I could see a man wearing this, and if a man wore this, I would think it was very sexy. I want this for myself, but I also think my boyfriend could get away with this because of that cypress note. So I'm actually just going to sniff my arm again. I have it on my arm. Oh gosh, it's so nice. Yeah, so I still get a lot of that cypress, which is a very masculine smelling kind of a woody note. If you've smelled it before, you know what I mean, but it basically smells like what it sounds like. It smells like woodiness, trees. Yeah, it's incredible. And then there's also just a lot of tonka bean, which makes it very rich and very sweet and decadent. And then there's that salty note, which adds that kind of aquatic ocean type of vibe. It's beautiful. Honestly, it's beautiful. I have nothing like this in my collection. To me, this is a very beachy summertime perfume. You could wear this during the summer, but you could also wear this going on vacation. I don't think I'd wear it much in the winter. I think it's too summery, watery, kind of aquatic almost for the winter. Yeah, it just has this like sex appeal about it because of that cypress, but at the same time it almost smells like there could be some yellow florals in it. Like I almost thought there would be some yellow florals, hence the packaging. Really tropical smelling, really beachy, really beautiful. I really like it, and I think it will perform pretty well because it is strong on my skin. I only sprayed a couple of sprays on my skin and it's definitely still projecting pretty well, and it's been about 20 minutes or so and I can still smell it. Just walking around the room I can still smell it. So very nice. I love it. I have to give a shout out to the Curious Perfumer. If you guys have not checked out her channel, definitely check her out. She was the one who turned me onto this. I bought this blindly completely because of her review, and I'm so happy I did. If you guys are curious, I got this gift set from the Bay in Canada, the Hudson's Bay. I think it was 145 Canadian or something like that for this whole gift set. So really good deal. You do get the travel size spray as well as the lotion, and yeah, I absolutely love it. So if you guys find this and you're really into kind of oceanic, salty, aquatic fragrances, definitely consider checking this one out. It's really beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and do Givenchy Irresistible. This is their newest fragrance that came out. This was sent to me from Givenchy to try. So thank you so much. I'm very appreciative that they sent this to me to try. The bottle is stunning, you guys. I mean, if you don't like this fragrance, you can at least appreciate the bottle. Even if you hated the fragrance, you could easily put this on your dresser and use it as a decor piece. It would look so pretty sitting on a tray. Just really beautiful. My first impression is that they kind of dropped the ball a little bit with this one, I have to say. I have to be totally honest, even though this was gifted to me, I have to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of this one. To be fair though, I'm not a fan of most of the Irresistible fragrances from Givenchy, like the Live and the Roses and there's a few other flankers. They're nice, they're really nice, and I know a lot of people love them. For me, they're just almost a little bit too fruity sweet. This one is, I would say, kind of a safe, easy throw on when you're going to the post office, you're going to get groceries. It's just like a very basic, easy throw on, but it does not have good projection or good longevity, at least on my skin and even on my clothing. I sprayed this on my pajama top last night, and I sprayed it on both of my arms last night, and on my skin it disappeared in probably about 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours. I would say there was nothing really left on my skin, and on my clothing there was like a very faint, reminiscent scent of this morning, and I didn't care for it. I didn't care for how my shirt smelled. I kind of was a little bit turned off by it. I just didn't care for it. I know there's been a few not so good reviews about this perfume, unfortunately, which is too bad because Givenchy does make some really nice fragrances. So what does this smell like? This is a musky pink floral fragrance. I believe there's rose in here. There's also some ambrette musk. There is also iris, and actually there's pear. So when you first spray this, you get quite a heavy dose of pear. Also a lot of pink florals. It's a very pear pink floral in the beginning, and it very quickly changes into this musky, powdery fragrance. And when it starts to dry down on the skin, I really like it. Like at first spray, I do not like it. I don't like the opening. It's almost, I don't know, it's almost too sweet, which is kind of strange because I like sweet perfumes, but it's like the wrong kind of sweet for me. And then when it dries down on my skin, it's like this subtly gourmand, like very faintly amber, kind of a musk smell, and it's a lot nicer in the dry down. I actually like the dry down for about half an hour, about 15 minutes, half an hour, and then after that I don't care for it anymore and it disappears pretty quickly. So it's not a bad scent. It's a nice scent. It's an easy scent. It's a fairly safe, like grab and go, spray it on yourself, go do what you need to do. But then if I'm being fair, I'm probably not going to do that. Like if I'm going to be running out the door and spray myself with something very quickly, grab and go, it'll be Chloe, it'll be Miss Dior, it'll be Chanel. Like I have to be very honest, I don't think I will wear this. It's a beautiful bottle. I mean, the bottle is stunning, you guys. Look at this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's just a real shame that the perfume isn't quite as mind-blowing and groundbreaking as the bottle is, because Givenchy, you guys did such a nice job with the packaging. I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind on it. I've only had this for a few days, so I will give it a chance, but that's kind of my take. I know I've heard a lot of other people say similar things, that it's just not, it doesn't smell great and it's not mind-blowing. And yeah, that's my take on Givenchy Irresistible. Okay, moving on to Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess, and I have the package open because I wanted to show you the brilliant blue color. How gorgeous this is, you guys. Is there a better combination than turquoise blue and tortoiseshell? I don't think there is. Okay, Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. You guys, I have been dying to try this for a really long time. I think the reason I was so slow to hop on the Bronze Goddess bandwagon is because many of you know I'm not huge into beachy scents. I don't like a lot of super sunscreen scents that are very close to sunscreen. This, however, for me, even though it's very beachy and it does have a bit of a sunscreen vibe, to me this is less sunscreen and more bronzing lotion, if that makes any sense. The first thing I thought of when I smelled this was, I don't know if you guys have used it before, but Victoria's Secret had a shimmering bronzing lotion. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to try to find a picture and put it on the screen. When I smelled this, that is exactly what I was reminded of. It smelled heavenly. It was really beachy, really creamy, a little bit coconutty, with some vanilla, and it mostly just smelled very sun-kissed and golden. That's the best way to put it. This perfume smells just very sun-kissed and golden. So I believe there are notes of coconut in here. I believe there's vanilla, there's sandalwood. This to me screams sun-kissed woman on a beach. Like when I smell this, I imagine a really bronzed, really nicely tanned, oiled up, beautiful woman on the beach in a pair of tortoiseshell sandals and a really nice bikini, and she just looks totally like a goddess, like just sitting on the beach soaking up the sun. Very sexy, very sophisticated, but still very beachy. It is definitely a beachy fragrance. I'm just gonna smell my hand again. I do have it on my hand. Yeah, it's so nice, you guys. It's like a creamy sandalwood. It almost has like a bright vibe to it initially. When you first spray it, there's like a brightness to it. And then it becomes just very creamy and very, I don't know, it's not overly coconut, like it's not super strong coconut. It's kind of a supporting player, which I really like. I don't like when a perfume is just straight up coconut. This is just a super subtle, sun-kissed, bronzy beach fragrance. That's the best way to describe it. The bottle is so pretty. The bottle is so pretty. I love the tortoiseshell. Tortoiseshell is one of my favorite things. I love the little pop of blue. I love the gold. This is gorgeous. This is classy beach. Like if I'm going to the beach, I want to smell like this. Not sunscreen, not like Hawaiian tropics, more elegant, beachy. This is beautiful. Again, I have nothing like this one, quite like this one in my collection. Really pretty, really good for the summer. It's gorgeous. I'm really, really happy that I finally bit the bullet. This was a blind buy, and for me it turned out to be a very safe blind buy. So that is Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. Absolutely gorgeous. If you like coconut beachy sunscreen scents, you definitely need to check this one out. Okay, so our next one is Signorina Ribelle from Salvatore Ferragamo. This one was not a blind buy. This is one I had smelt in the store at the Bay, and I really liked it in the store, but not enough to buy it on that first day. And then after the fact, when I came home, it was one of those fragrances that I thought I just should have bought it because it was really nice and it's really sexy. It's kind of like a little bit different, but still very sweet and very sexy. Really good perfume to choose for those fun, sexy, flirtatious date nights. I really like it. So if you guys have not smelled Signorina Ribelle, first of all, I have to say I'm not a huge fan of most of these Signorinas. The other one that I like a little bit is the Misteriosa. The bottle is really dirty. I'm just gonna dust it off. So this, you guys, is like your ultimate sweet ice cream fragrance. If you like sweet fragrances and you like whipped cream, ice cream, vanilla, those kind of things, this is your girl. When I first smelt this, I actually thought that this had red berries in it. I was pretty sure that there would be raspberry or plum or some sort of a red berry, I think just because of the bottle and because it was so sweet. What you have in here is vanilla, vanilla ice cream, coconut, frangipani, ylang ylang, pink pepper, and mandarin. So when you first spray this, you do get a little bit of a fruity opening, a little bit of that mandarin, but it's mostly heavy, heavy, heavy vanilla and vanilla ice cream. So very sweet, very gourmand. If you don't like sweet fragrances, or if sweet fragrances can tend to be too much for you, this would not be one to check out. But I would think if you like things like Ariana Grande Cloud and some of those other kind of gourmand whipped cream sweet fragrances, you would really like this one. It's very rich, it's very sweet, it's very feminine, very sexy. The bottle suits it perfectly, besides the fact that there's nothing pink in it, but the bottle suits it perfectly. It's just like very flirtatious and very sweet and very sexy. Yeah, this is really, really good, you guys. This is like ultimate feminine, the ultimate feminine fragrance. If you like Yes I Am from Cacharel, it's really good. Yeah, just go try it. I wouldn't say blind buy it. I would say though, definitely do try it if you're into those really sweet, sexy, flirtatious, girly, gourmand fragrances. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is like my favorite for my night times, but I definitely don't have anything else in my nighttime lineup that smells like vanilla ice cream. So, okay. And the next one, which is in this really interesting bottle with a snake on it, is Pure Excess from Paco Rabanne. Now, this is only the second Paco Rabanne fragrance I have in my entire collection, and I can't remember whose review. I can't remember who I was watching. It might have been Amanda Loves Perfumes, but this is a very sexy gourmand fragrance. Super, super gourmand. If you don't like sweet, savory fragrances, you will not like this. So this has notes of buttered popcorn, vanilla, ylang ylang, orange blossom, coconut, peach, ambrette, musk, sandalwood, and amberwood. So this is a little bit woody, very sweet. I don't really get the coconut in it. Like, I really don't smell the coconut. It's kind of just in there in the background. This to me is a very sexy fragrance, but it's very savory. And that note of buttered popcorn in here, you guys, just makes it smell like a very gourmand, sexy carnival, basically, which doesn't sound appealing, but it is really nice. It smells like a sexy kind of a carnival scent. If you have ever smelt the Boardwalk candle from Bath & Body Works, I think it's called Summer Boardwalk, it was supposed to smell like a fair. It was supposed to smell like all of the gourmand things you would find at a fair. Ice cream, buttered popcorn, cotton candy, a little bit of a woodiness, just really sweet and really savory. That's kind of what this reminds me of, but it has this like sex appeal to it as well. It's got that like excess, that Paco Rabanne XS kind of DNA that gives it that really super sexy appeal to it, but that buttered popcorn note just makes it unique and savory. Okay, so I just sprayed this on my arm again. If you guys haven't smelt this, you have to. Here's the thing, if I didn't know there was popcorn in it, I don't know if I would pick that out. I probably just wouldn't know what it was, but I would really, really like it. So it sounds kind of bizarre to have popcorn in a fragrance. If you guys like Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle, there's a very good chance you will like this. It doesn't smell like Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle, but it has that same richness and sweetness and depth that vetiver and the pear and the vanilla of La Belle has. I don't know. It's really unique. It's very sultry, very gourmand, a little bit youthful. Like, it's definitely not sophisticated. I wouldn't say this is a sophisticated scent by any means. It's not like your classy, nice restaurant perfume. This is definitely a little bit more youthful and less sophisticated for sure. So if you guys like sweet, savory, warm, cozy, inviting, sexy fragrances, definitely check this out. Unless you hate the smell of buttered popcorn, then don't get this, because it's definitely pretty strong. If you know it's there, you will definitely pick up on it. But yeah, I really, really like this. So that is Pure Excess from Paco Rabanne. And the next one, you guys, and this is the last one, is Armani Prive Vert Malachite. Now, I definitely have to give props to Arlene from Delicious Delights. It is pretty much because of her that I purchased this fragrance. I don't know if you guys have seen her video. She has a couple of them. I think she has one where it is a first impression and then one where she actually unboxes it. And I have not been able to get this fragrance out of my head since I saw her review. So I've also read a lot of really good reviews on Fragrantica, and this perfume is just it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So first of all, the packaging gets 10 points. It comes in this magnetized box, and the outside is this green and black marbled paper, which is absolutely beautiful. I don't even want to get rid of this packaging because it is so nice. And the bottle itself is also black and green marbled with a gold label. It is absolutely beautiful. This is a 50 ml. So first I'll tell you what the notes are, then I'll tell you what it reminds me of and what I think it smells like. So this has lily, jasmine, ylang ylang, vanilla. It also has some orange notes. It has petitgrain. It has pink pepper, and it also has benzoin. This has, if you've ever smelt Madonna Truth or Dare, it has that kind of strong white floral component. Madonna's Truth or Dare is like super high quality, strong, white floral smelling. This is kind of like that, mixed with a lot of benzoin and vanilla, and it's very, very creamy and resinous. This is also a beast when it comes to performance. This is really strong projecting, really long lasting. So a lot of people on Fragrantica had compared this to a floral milkshake. They said it smelled like flowers in a milkshake. I don't really get milkshake vibes from this. What I think this smells like, especially on the skin, it reminds me of a cream dessert, sort of like a creme brulee type of dessert, but not creme brulee flavored, more like just a creamy white benzoin kind of a dessert, but laced with a lot of white florals and a little bit of ylang ylang. It is beautiful, you guys. I just sprayed a little bit on my wrist again to kind of give myself a refresher. Oh, yeah, those flowers in here, you guys, are absolutely intoxicating. Very strong. The flowers make it very classy. It has like a very classy, this is like a fancy restaurant, nice dress, like a silk dress. This is definitely not like your everyday, every night perfume. For me, this is kind of a special occasion. It's mostly those white florals. Like on my skin, it is mostly white floral, but it has this super thick, sweet, sultry, almost sexy vibe about it. It's incredible. This is really nice. If you like something like Pure Poison from Dior, Madonna Truth or Dare, any of those really strong white floral fragrances, but you also like something that's a little bit balsamic and sweet and vanilla, you would probably really like this. I wouldn't say go out and blind buy it because it is quite expensive, but this for me is like a work of art. It's a very, very well done white floral fragrance. It's special. I'm really happy to have it in my collection. It is what you would expect for the price you would pay and for Armani Prive. So if you guys have not checked out Vert Malachite, definitely do so. I've heard lots of good things about Rouge Malachite, and that is also on my list to try. This one is definitely more on the white floral vein, which might not be for everybody, but I happen to really like white florals. So this is beautiful. This is sophisticated, evening out in the summertime, fancy restaurant, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Out of this haul, which one is my favorite? It is without question, and I'm so glad I waited until today to make this video because otherwise I wouldn't have had it. It is the Kenzo World Power, without question. You guys, I can still smell this on my arm. I've been catching little hints of it, and my God, is it sexy. It is like, it's very reminiscent of a man's cologne. Leans a little bit masculine, like this would be so sexy on a man. But for those of you who like to wear or wish you could wear a man's cologne because they smell so darn good, and we all know they do, this is like your perfect mix of man's cologne meets feminine enough that you can just get away with it and wear it all the time. It has that cypress in there, just makes it so unbelievably sexy. It is really, really, really nice. I thank you so much to the Curious Perfumer for recommending this. I love it. And yeah, definitely check it out, you guys. It's also a beast. Like, it is projecting like crazy right now. The whole time I've been doing all of these other perfumes, Kenzo World Power is just taking over all over my room. It's all I can smell. It is so, so nice. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. I have to quit smelling myself now. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little haul. Please let me know down below if you have any of these and what your thoughts are, and stay tuned because I do have another little haul coming. I guess I should tell you where I got all of the other ones from. This one was from the Bay. This one was from the Bay. This one was from the Bay. This one I also got from the Bay. Pure Excess came from, I believe, perfumeonline.ca, which is kind of like Fragrance Net, but it's a Canadian version. By the way, this is not sponsored. They've never sent me anything, but perfumeonline.ca is very fast. You will order it, your parcel will be shipped the next day or within the next 2 days, and you will get it that week. It is very, very quick. Really good prices, pretty good selection. I highly recommend them. And then of course the Givenchy, as I said, was sent to me to try out from Givenchy themselves. So that is everything today. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.